The most important Infosys off-campus recruitment drive has been announced. And why is this important? This is because this is for the same role as whatever was interviewed for on-campus recruitments, and that is systems engineer, and the process is going to be as similar to other mass recruitment companies, and this is going to be a mass recruited role as well. This is an off-campus drive, and in this video I'm going to explain about the complete process of how you can get into Infosys through the systems engineer role, what is the salary, what is the package, what are advantages and benefits of this specific role, and what are the exact exam pattern details, and how you can prepare for that specific examination, what are the syllabus, what are the questions going to be asked in the specific examination. We'll discuss everything, and I'm also going to explain how you can register for this specific role. So why delay, let's dive in right into the video. Hi everyone, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Vivek and I host this channel. I make various educational content videos and Masters Abroad series, so if you are interested to check out many such videos, you can just subscribe to my channel, check out various other such videos on my channel as well. Coming to this specific video, I am going to explain you the notification of whatever Infosys has announced. I am going to explain whatever details you have already seen in the introduction video. So why delay? Let's go on to see. I will share my screen and we can go in together to read and analyze the details together. So specifically, this off-campus recruitment program was announced by Infosys, and the notification was sent to various placement recruitment people and various other authorities. So you would have received this mail from some of the officials from your campus as well. So going on to see the specific details of whatever the company has mentioned, it is going to be an off-campus recruitment drive to hire freshers of 19, 20 and 21 batch for systems engineer role. We have already spoken about the SE role in my video of a comparison of various companies, and you can check that out as well if you need specific comparison with other companies if you have multiple offers. Going on to see this specific role, it is systems engineer role with 3.6 lakh per annum, and the health insurance benefits are going to be 4 lakhs per annum, and it is going to cover a health insurance of 4.5 lakhs per annum and life cover of 30 lakhs per annum. So these are additional benefits. The normal salary and the compensation offered is going to be 3.6 lakhs. This is specifically for BE, BTech, ME, MTech and MSc streams who belong to the same mentioned 19, 20 and 21 batch. You can apply for system engineer role. The link I am going to mention it in the description below. You can just check that out and apply for this specific role if you are interested. So one thing you need to note is that this is going to end by December 17th. I am going to upload this video probably by 8th or 9th, and you are going to get about 10 days time to apply for the specific role if you are checking this video out late or soon as well. And going on to see the eligibility criteria of the specific program, it is for BE, BTech, MTech graduates from all branches. They haven't mentioned any specifications, and for MCA and MSc, they are going to mention the graduates to be from computer science, electronics, mathematics and statistics. Other companies usually they mention where people are not allowed to apply from all the branches. Only few people are required to mention specific branches, but here they haven't mentioned any such condition. Here they have mentioned only any branch, and coming to masters, they are computer science, electronics, mathematics and statistics. Going on to see the academic criteria, it is attached in the documents below. I will explain that as well. So all the percentages and CGPA are going to be considered, and the marking criteria I will explain in the later part of the section. Let's go on to see the exam pattern and various other syllabus before going on to that. So the candidate should not have practiced or should not have applied in Infosys in the last previous 6 months. So this is the same condition as followed in various other companies as well. The candidate should not participate in any Infosys drive for the past previous 6 months. You should not have applied, and only then you are eligible to apply for this specific drive. Note this thing as well. So going on to see the specific details of the test. The test is going to have 5 different sections. First section is going to be reasoning ability, 15 questions for 25 minutes. Second section is going to be technical ability, 10 questions for 35 minutes. Third section is going to be verbal ability, 20 questions for 20 minutes. And fourth section is going to be pseudo code, 5 questions for 10 minutes. Numerical puzzle, 4 questions for 10 minutes. So totally you are going to have 100 questions for 100 minutes. One thing you need to note is that you need not worry about attending all the questions in such a way that for 100 minutes you are going to answer 100 questions to complete the full exam paper whatever they have given. It is not like that. Most likely you try to complete 60% questions with accuracy, and later you can try, or whatever you are going to get, that depends on your individual skills. Try to complete 60-70% and then you can try as per your situations. That is how you need to understand the things of examinations of various recruitment processes. And going on to see the email ID for mentioning the queries and etc., you can just mail them the queries of whatever email is here. I will also mention this in the description, you can check that out. So now that we have seen the various eligibility criteria, we'll go on to see the specific marking eligibility of whatever is mentioned by the Infosys officials. So here they have mentioned that class 10 you should have 60% or equivalent, class 12 you should have 60% or equivalent, and even BTech you should have 60% or equivalent, and even MTech you should have 60% or equivalent. So what you need to note here is that similar to various other companies, from 10th, 12th, BTech and MTech, whichever branch whichever category you are eligible from, you should have 60 or more and not less than that. 60 or 6 CGP out of 10. Out of 100% it is 60%. So you need to understand this, and as per your eligibility criteria you can apply this as well. See, if you are not eligible, even if you apply now, probably you will be given a chance to write the examination, something like that. You can just enter wrong details, you will be given a chance to write the examination. But that is not the thing. Later in the document verification you are going to get rejected, and the whole process of taking up the examination is going to get wasted. So I suggest you not to take up the examination if you are not eligible. And going on to see the percentages, all percentages CGPA should be simple average for all subjects, semesters, years, including electives, optionals and additionals, and practical and languages. So here they have mentioned that the CGPA should not be focused on only core subjects. It should be a complete overall aggregate of all the subjects whatever you have mentioned, and there should be no backlogs, no active backlogs. People ask me they have about 10 backlog history, can I apply for the specific company? No, I would suggest you, this is not about backlog history. You should not have any active backlogs. Until 7th semester you would have already had any backlog history, but once you have completed bachelor's you are not going to have any backlog history, and only these kind of people are applicable to apply for the specific job. And going on to see other two criteria whatever they mentioned, candidate should be willing to relocate to any location whatever Infosys has mentioned, and candidate should be willing to work in different technologies of whatever Infosys has mentioned. One more thing I need to add before I wind this video up is that you are not in a choice of whatever project you are going to get allocated in many IT companies, and Infosys is one of those. You perform well and probably you are going to get a good opportunity of a better program or better language of whatever your choice is, but generally most of the scenarios you are not going to get whatever choice of program you have, and you should work for whatever they allocate you. You need to understand this as well before coming into this field, or before after graduating and applying to various companies. So that's it for today guys. Thank you so much for staying out so long. I have covered a small introduction of what are the details, what is the eligibility criteria, and how you can cover up the examination. I hope your doubts are clear. If you still have many other doubts, or if you wish me to cover any other videos, you can just mention it in the comments below and I will be happy to reply each and every one of you. Thank you so much. This is Vivek signing off. Stay safe, stay informative. Bye bye.